What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show back with another video, and today we're talking about anime games on the PS5. Now, will anime games really be different on the PS5? And I'm thinking about that. Like, I'm really thinking about that. For one, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that Demon Slayer is going to be a PS5 game. I think it's going to be both PS4 and PS5, which is going to be cool. Obviously, it's going to be basically what a next generation Storm will look like. And I talked about the next Boruto game, and it actually makes a lot of sense because the way that the story is structured, a lot of that stuff was filler, so they're actually just now getting to the actual content. So, with that being said, what would a PS5 version of those games look like? We've played Storm, but we've played on PS3. Like, what if you get a Storm game that's 60 FPS capped out or whatever? And obviously, PC players have been playing stuff like this for generations, but you know, us console players want to have some 60 frames per second, 4K resolution type Storm type stuff. That would be insane as far as anime games go. A lot of the anime games now I feel like can actually reach 60 FPS just because they're not really graphically crazy. Like Tales of Arise, it looks really nice. I really like the cartoon aesthetic when they do like the anime aesthetic or the cartoon aesthetic. If they can actually make it look nice instead of actually trying to make it too gamey, I guess. Like make it look like an anime, because the reason I say that is because there are games, like I've talked about this in the video, so I'm really gonna breeze past this really quickly. Tales of Cold Steel looks very outdated. That's all I'm gonna say. But Tales of Arise looks really nice. It looks really up to date, and I really like to see what they can do with these PS5 versions of games. You know, because obviously with the games that already exist, if you make a PS5 version out of them, they're not gonna be, you know, generally all that. Honestly, they're just gonna be fast loading or whatever. I'm trying to see something be really spectacular. I'm trying to see all these new anime games on PS5. We have so many different choices now. You know, we got Dr. Stone that's really popular anime. We got My Hero that's really cooking up. I think we'll probably see a My Hero 1 Justice 3. Even I don't know how them games were actually reviewed or well received or whatever. I don't know how people actually receive those games, but I feel like we will actually see it. My Hero 1 Justice 3. A lot of them anime games come in trilogies. They really do. They like really doing that. Or maybe they'll just do something completely different. There's actually a phone game of My Hero where you actually run around the city. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's a phone game. But imagine if they actually polished that and made that an actual system game. Like, a lot of these phone games, if they're polished, like Genshin Impact and stuff, they can actually become decent console games. Like, imagine playing a gacha game where you can basically, you know, grind for whatever character you want. Obviously, you can spend money to get them or whatever, but you can grind for whatever character you want on My Hero. Like, honestly, I just don't like playing games on my phone. I get that. I'm just a minority on that. But I could definitely see a lot of these games actually coming to PlayStation as like an indie type thing and really just having an enjoyable time. Like, I would love to walk around the city with a whole bunch of different people and stuff like those games. Those games would look really nice ported onto the system, I guess. You know, I'm really just grasping at straws here, but I don't think they're going to do another My Heroes 1 Justice 3. Even though the manga right now is really going crazy, I really would like them to do some of the trends that they did with the Naruto games, where some of the Naruto games actually can kind of get into the manga stuff and really animate some of the manga stuff in the actual game before the actual anime actually airs it. That would be really cool. A lot of us would actually play it then it's trying to experience some of the story, because back then, before we have anime really accessible, that's really what we used to do with the games. We used to find out the stories in the games before we can actually watch the anime. Like, I used to love watching Yu Yu Hakusho, but I didn't really get to see all of the Dark Tournament because it used to come on like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I had school and couldn't be up that late. But I would actually play the game, and the game would actually basically show me everything that happened in the Dark Tournament. Like, and it would actually be such an interesting way to storytell, you know, because yeah, it's the same story, but now in this age, people have watched all these anime that they're dropping. So when they watch these anime and they're like, okay, this was animated really nicely, but this game and gameplay is just not it. It's gonna hit a little bit different because they don't really have any new content, new stuff, so it's gonna feel a little bit drier than it necessarily would. Now that a lot of them like to do specific game only stories, which can definitely work out sometimes. Some of those can actually work out. Some of those really feel like really just cheap imitations of the games we should have had. I don't know if we're doing another Seven Deadly Sins game. I don't know if we're doing another Black Clover game, which actually I kind of liked. I bought it a little bit later on in life, I guess you could say, and I kind of enjoyed it. I bought it for cheap, so it definitely was not a waste of my money. As far as that goes, though, now I would love to see some more obscure games like To Your Eternity or something like that. Just some weird anime games that a lot of people don't really know the story of. It could be a very nice narrative adventure or something like that. We get in an SAO game every year. So some of them actually are good. Some of them are really bogged down, a lot of dialogue, which I really hate. Now I feel like I just read too many lines of dialogue in the games. With that being said, guys, let me know. What is something that you're looking forward to as far as like the next gen version of gaming? Like, what sequel of a game are you guys looking forward to? Me personally, I'm looking for a new IP. I don't think that a lot of these games have enough for me to really enjoy them. I want to see something new. Obviously, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. I didn't talk about them in the video, but they get a lot of games. Naruto has really been falling behind lately though, because Dragon Ball Z has like Fighters, Xenoverse 2, and Kakarot, and Naruto just has like Shinobi Striker. So we definitely can see like a new Boruto game. Definitely excited for that. But with that being said, guys, let me know how you feel about the video, and I'll see you guys next video. 剣がくれるぞ